Now, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. So let me explain. First off, it's free. I'm not joking, you guys. The Anchor app, it is free to use. Second, there's creation tools that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Now that's awesome, isn't it? Third, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere, you guys, on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and so many more platforms. Fourth, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Now, is that awesome, you guys, or what? That's just terrific. And finally, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So I have another podcast with Anchor, and I'm just loving Anchor so much. I love it. It's so very easy to use, guys. So why don't you download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a crossover event, Damian Talks Education and Fretting About Education.
You guys, it's been like forever since, because I believe the last time that we did one of these was, I check, it was in 2021. And we are in 2023 right now, you guys. So it's been a while. It really has been a while. So we're doing something a little different this year, you guys, because we're gonna be doing these more often this year. We're gonna try to do this once a month. We're gonna see how that goes. So you guys be, very patient with us, because, well, especially with me, I have a lot of things going on this year, you guys, which I will talk about probably later on or into our next episode. But we're back. We're back for a crossover event. It's been a while. It's been a while, Andrew. Seriously.
Speaking of patient, y'all gonna have to be patient with me, because since we talk about new things.
Yeah.
So Uber just bought a monitor last year. And so if you see me looking in this direction, that means I am looking at my monitor. But if I'm looking right here, as the camera pans to Damian, now me, if I'm looking in this direction, that means I'm looking at my computer, which is my laptop. So majority of the episodes, I'll be looking this way because I feel like it is the most comfortable way for me to look this way. So I hope to avoid any confusion.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get some down in the comments. Mr. Fred is not looking at the camera. Well, technically, yes, I'm not looking at the camera, but I can still see Damian.
Right.
So
yeah. So you guys, it's gonna work very finely. Okay, it's gonna work. Also, let's just start. Talk about some new things, because with me, you guys, I don't know, because you guys, you've been seeing more of me often than of Andrew. But if you guys have noticed, I quite have switched back to wearing, and probably Andrew can tell this, I started back wearing, black, neutral colors. You guys gonna see that this year, okay? So if you guys are wondering why in the world is Damian, every time we see him, he's always wearing either black or, gray or white. It's because you guys, but it's probably gonna be mainly black. So I'm sorry for the ones who don't like black, but you're gonna have to get used to it, because I don't know, I'm just feeling back to switching to neutral colors. So I just want to put that out there to you guys, that you're gonna see me wearing black often. So apologize in advance.
And and again, like I said before, it is the most that's how you're comfortable wearing black. I'm comfortable looking this way, even though some people down in the comments be like, "Oh, how come Damian's not wearing any other color?" Or how come Andrew's not looking at the camera. Listen, that's what we are most comfortable with.
Exactly.
So that's how we are going to roll things for this time. Um,
Exactly.
like you said, it's been a long time.
Hmm.
We haven't done these since what, 2 years?
Yeah,
So
2021. My
yeah,
gosh.
2 years.
Ooh.
So let's go ahead and get started. One thing that we forgot to do last year is to do a recap. Normally we would do these every year,
Hmm.
um, towards towards the end of the year, but we forgot to do it
Hmm.
last year, so we're going to go ahead and do it for today.
Yeah.
So
All right, you guys. Let's start with me. 2022. That has been a busy year for me.
hmm,
It has. It has been a busy year. Um, at the beginning of the year, um, with my college classes, you guys, I'm still in college, community college. Probably some of you guys are, wait, he was still in community college back in what, 2019? You guys, this is 2023. Guess what? I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing like everybody else. And just like I said, I mentioned on my premiere episode, the season 5 premiere of Damian Talks Education, you guys check it out. I mentioned that I'm not rushing of becoming a teacher. I'm just not. I'm patiently waiting when it's my turn, when it feels right for me, to finish up school, which is going to take some time, but sooner or later I will be a teacher. So I'm just taking it very slowly in college. Um, then working on, other projects, you guys. Of course, the educators. You guys know I love doing that show. Me and Andrew, we both love doing that show. We are in, we started our 8th season last year in September, and we are still rolling with it. Damian Talks Education, you guys. Um, that has been renewed for 3 years. Um, and I have decided to end that show in my 8th season. That will be my last season. You guys can, I'm not going to go into full details. You guys can check out it onto my social medias. And of course, with other new projects that I'm working on that I probably don't want to mention right now, but probably our next episode I can. But it's just been a busy year for Damian Anderson. So that was my year for 2020. Yeah. And Andrew knows this. I'm a
mm-hmm,
workaholic. So
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can't stop working, you guys.
That
I
that
seriously, I
that I
can't
can
stop
confirm.
working.
Yeah, that I can confirm. Um, so 2022 um was last year.
Yeah.
So let me take it. Opened up a new school, brand new. Like it was built back in July of 2022. So it had the um still there. Um
Hmm.
um Being able to open up a new school, be able to, make history at the new school, um, be able to continue of what I love to do from last year, which was to help students, to support students, um, because that is my goal, is to learn everybody's story.
Right.
Starting about education, we just uh, finished, well, just wrapped up season 4 last year. Currently preparation for season 5, which will premiere later on this year, actually. Um, and then uh, also new projects as well, also in the works as well, that me and Damon will be on.
Yeah.
Um, like 3 days not even 3 days, like 4 days after this when it premieres. So
Mm-hmm.
the educators, like you said, we're in our 8th season. Yeah, 8th season.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere anytime
Mm-mm.
soon.
Mm-mm.
Um, speaking of, I like how Damian said, contract extension for 3 years. Fretting about education also got an extension for 3 years as well.
Yes.
All the way up to I think 2028, if I'm not mistaken, 2028. So
Mm-hmm.
we yeah, so we are the third. Well, my show is the third longest show. It's the educators, Damian Talks Education, and then mine. Uh,
Yes.
them three altogether were probably the longest running education show slash podcast show.
Yes.
So yeah, yeah,
We're doing good. We're doing a great job.
doing good. Um, personally, a lot of things, a lot of things. As I take a sip of my Mountain Dew, um, a lot of things that um I did a whole lot of traveling too last year.
Mm.
Not a whole lot, um, but probably do some more traveling this year versus
Okay.
last year. So that
Okay.
is my goal for this year. Well, I like how I said goal and we're not even
I know that's totally fine, Andrew. That's totally fine.
kind of
Yeah,
sneak that in there, but it's okay. It's fun.
I know exactly. Um, yeah, you guys. Also, I'm going back to um the recap of my year 2020. Like I said, a lot. I mean, you guys, I can't go on into details, but a lot of stuff of things that happened. I also forgot to mention I started at my new job last year, back
Which
in
was
October. Which, oh my gosh, which is, you guys, I am now working at a daycare. Yeah, I'm working at a daycare. I should not be laughing, but okay. Don't get me wrong. I love my job. I do. I
mm-hmm,
absolutely love it. I love, who I work with, all the staff, and especially the kids.
mm-hmm.
But oh,
What
every
happened
day,
was
every day, oh my gosh. And you guys probably can tell like my voice is probably not that, normal how it used to be, how it usually
mm-hmm,
is because I have to constantly over and over use my voice, yell my voice, and am losing it, to be honest. Because the children, they just get on my last nerves. They do. I love them. I really do. But they just get on my last nerves. Mr. Damian, they did this to me. Mr. Damian, they did that. Why? That's just, it's
mm-hmm,
just these little kids, these little kids, they like to bug you to death. Seriously, I can't have myself like I made time no more. I can't like I used to when I was subbing. I don't have that no more because they
oh,
are constantly around me, over me. They want me to play with them. I can't never sit down and get onto my phone because as soon as I sit down, try to get relaxed, I had to get back up because one of the kids had did something they're not supposed to be where they're supposed to be, this and that. I'm just like, oh gosh, it's just I'm moving around constantly. I can't never sit and it's just my me time is over. It's over with. But yeah, that was, 2020. I still work there. I still enjoy it. So there you have it, folks. Damian
um,
Anderson at a daycare. Can't you believe it?
that can't believe you stopped studying. Um, so since
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
about job
Well,
update,
actually, I'm taking a break from subbing actually because
okay,
of
okay.
yeah. since,
Okay.
college classes and I have a lot going on. I'm taking a break. So yeah.
Okay. Speaking of job updates, since we're talking about jobs
Yeah.
update, um, so so remember earlier I said open up a new school. Well, with that, move my camera just a little bit. With that, goes along with a new job update as well, a new job title. That new job title is I am um, behavioral support slash autism support social assistant. Um, so that means you're like, what? What does that mean?
Mm.
So what that means is I help uh I help with students that has um behavioral goals. Um, Meaning like I teach them zones of regulations. I calm them down if they get escalated. I um, stuff of that nature.
Right.
Um, and just like last year, you may notice if you watch the educators that I was there in the beginning, like September, all the way till I want to say November. Yeah, November. Because December, I bet people was like, "Where is Andrew? Where he's not on the educators." Well,
Right.
the reasoning why I was on the educators, um, is because, well, when you watch this, I'm now back on the educators. Like,
Of
hooray, I'm
course.
back.
Of
Um,
course.
but the reason why I took a break from the educators is because, like I said, my role, it is not. I love my job. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Um, but there is, I want to say, it's a lot of draining energy,
Mhm.
like a draining energy. And there is a student that I have to constantly, um, I wouldn't say constantly, but like keep my eye on,
Right.
because you never know what's going to expect. You never know what's going to expect. Um, I'm still working on the middle school, so that has not changed. So I don't see myself working. Actually, I take that back. I feel like middle school would be a perfect fit for me. That's why I'm at another middle school.
Yes.
Um, so that's why I wasn't there in at the educator for I would say what 2 months, month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, a month and a half. Um, because of my mental health. My mental health was bad,
Yeah.
real bad. So I was like, ooh, need to take time for myself because
Absolutely.
if mm, yeah. So yeah.
So last we was talking about you guys. Oh my gosh, my mind just went totally blank. You guys, I'm just gonna say this first. If I do that, you guys just know that uh, my mind just went totally blank. Okay, so we was talking about the recap of
Mm-hmm.
2022. There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Come on, Damian. Come on.
There we go.
The
There we go.
recap of 2022. So now we're going to talk about, we're going to share our New Year's resolutions. So, Andrew, do you
Mm-hmm.
have, what's yours resolutions for the year 2023?
So for 2023, is by start saying no.
Ooh,
Okay.
yes.
The reason why I said, and I say this too on the educators too, is
Mm-hmm.
because I've been saying yes lately, especially last year. So,
Yeah.
because I like to help people.
Of course. Don't we
I like
all?
to, um, like I don't want to feel anybody left out.
Mm-hmm.
So by me saying no to things, I should feel um I should feel like proud of it.
Yeah.
Because I always have that guilt of by saying no, you know, by saying no. I need to be, proud of saying no to things if I'm not comfortable. Um, and I feel like every time I say no is like some, it's like a guilty, that guilty feeling. Or I always have that fear of I let somebody down, you know. Um, that's why I'm like hesitant to say no because I, I feel like
Yeah.
that guilty, that
Um,
that guilty feeling.
understandable. Yeah. Um, that's quite one of my problems to you guys. That's not one of my resolutions. I'll get into mine in a minute. But that's quite a problem of mine too, because I don't want to let no one down. I just don't.
Right. Right.
Because that's not the type of person that I always am willing, if I'm not, able physically or somehow, I still say yes to things even though I don't want to do it. That's
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to let that other person down because they can always count on me.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that, especially I do that a lot, you guys, in church.
Mm.
I do that because now you guys know I'm even more outspoken and like probably I would say what 2 to 3 years ago, I started even more, participating in church now. I'm a assistant Sunday school teacher. I help around the church. I sometimes, am the worship leader. I do a lot of things at church. And when
Mm-hmm.
people, my church members, they ask me to do something, of course, I always say yes because I don't want to let them down. But there were some days that, when they asked me, hey, Damian, do you want to, teach Sunday school class next Sunday? I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I can. I can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then, when I come home, I'll be like, I wasn't planning on coming to church next Sunday because I want to take a me time. Also, I don't feel like teaching it because it's just, but you guys, that's the type of person I am. I don't want to let nobody down, but I'm going to try this year and I really don't want to do this, especially to them, but I gotta start, saying some no's. I
Yep.
got to because
Yeah.
I can't for the rest of my life say yes to everything. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Mm-hmm.
if I keep on doing that, that's literally gonna destroy me because that is like Damien, you are letting other people dictate onto your life
Come
in
on.
my view
Come on.
because I'm always, doing this and that. But
Mm-hmm.
what about me? What about
Mm-mm.
me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start saying some no's. I really am. And if I hurt some of you guys, if some of you guys are watching this right now, you guys know that you guys know my heart. You guys know I gotta look after me first, okay? I'm just saying that. So
You gotta put me first. Gotta put me
Exactly.
first.
Because if we're not first, then you guys know my story, and then also, um, yeah. So, but anyways, let me share um, my New Year's resolutions. So, you guys, I'm gonna tell you guys this here. My New Year's resolution is blank, nothing. I don't have any because I don't believe in them.
Mm,
I don't. Personally, I have tried it myself. I have tried some New Year's resolutions. I do them, for, I would say, for a few days. I'm on track. Then, of
mm,
course, life happens, other things happen.
yep.
Then I'm just like, I'm quite a little, this throughout the whole entire year. I'm not
Mm,
staying on track because I said I was going to do this thing that I'm going to stick to. But you
mm-hmm.
guys know that life happens. Some things are going to happen. And that has been my result every time I do one. Every time I'm always willing. I'm focused for a few days. Then
Uh-huh.
something happens, and then I'm just like, what happened? What happened? So I just don't, personally, for me, I just don't believe in them. It doesn't work for me. It
It
doesn't.
doesn't. Okay.
Probably, maybe, years from now, maybe when I have kids, have a family, maybe it will change. I don't know, but right now it doesn't work for me.
Okay. Okay.
Last we was talking about our New Year's resolutions. So now we're going to talk about our goals for this year, for 2023. And I'm going to start us off first. Um, I had to really think about this, you guys, for myself, because a lot has happened in the year for me in 2022, especially almost like close to the end of 2022. Just a lot has happened, and I'm talking about with death. Oh gosh, there was a lot. There was a lot that has happened. And what I have learned is, and I had said it um, in a few episodes last year on To the Educators, that, and this is going to be my goal for this year, is to be present in the moment. Because I feel that sometimes, if you guys, watch my show, Damian Talks Education, if I'm, a guest on Andrew's show for about education on the educators, or any other projects that I'm working on, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sometimes I am
Mm,
not present in the moment. I'm just not. You guys go back and look at a few of those episodes. You will see me sitting here. You guys know I have that look, okay? You guys know I have that look. But I have that look, and I can't even look, I can't even watch myself sometimes, you guys, on those episodes, because I remember the days that we record those episodes, and I'm just not myself. I'm not actually present into the moment. It may seem like it for you guys, which I'm putting on a show, but I'm not actually present.
mm,
And that's a problem. That's a problem. Because like I said, I can't even go, because you guys, I watch all episodes that I work on, you guys. And a lot of them, I just can't even look at myself. I just can't, because it's a lot. It's a lot. So the bottom line, guys, because I know I'm kind of a little rambling, but be present in the moment. Be physically present in the moment. Okay?
mhm.
Cherish every moment with your loved ones, okay?
Mhm.
Because you guys, it's this is real, you guys. This is real. I came to realize this many years ago. You guys, we are not going to stay onto this earth forever. Okay, let's just say what it is. We are. I know some of you guys out there are saying, "I'm going to live forever." No, you're not. No, you're not. Sooner or later, we're all going to die. Okay, all of our favorite people that we know, they're going to die too. Everybody that we know. Okay, we're all going to die, you guys, at some point, eventually. So just be present with them, love them, cherish every last moment because you do not know, we do not know, none of us know when our last time is up. We don't know. We don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow, next week, a few years from now. We don't know. So that's why I'm saying be present. Tell the people that you love them because when it's over, it's over. And you can't there's no redo, there's no redo, sadly. So that's all I have to say, Andrew, on
Um,
that.
I'm glad. Try not to cry behind the camera. Um, because a coworker of mine passed last year. When was it? I think it was the when was it? The Christmas. Christmas.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm.
so I try not to cry
It's
because
okay. It's okay,
um
Andrew.
because she was an amazing person. She was an amazing person. I would go to this person almost every single day to to give hugs to this person. Uh you would I would stop by her room almost every day just to check in, to make sure how she's doing. She checks in how I'm doing. She will stop by my she would stop by my room in the morning.
Take your time.
Um just to talk some things in the morning. So at this time recording, which is January the 2nd, and students and staff go back tomorrow,
Mm,
it's gonna hit differently. And it just is now hitting me.
yeah,
People grieve in different ways, right? So
exactly.
it's just now hitting me. When you was talking about all of that stuff, I
Yeah,
was like, wow, wow.
yeah.
I was like, wow. On Christmas, wow. And now she's there in spirit. I will say that.
Yeah, say
She's there in
that.
spirit.
Say that. Yeah.
But it's gonna be different not seeing her every single day.
Mm, yeah.
It's gonna be different. It's going to be different. Very, very different tomorrow. At this time, when this episode comes out, I'm probably not going to be okay.
And
Because
that's
there'll be
totally
tears
fine.
going down my face. Um,
Yeah, you guys, that's why I said that, we gotta look out for people. We got to. And I remember, well, we all remember this back in December when you guys remember Twitch, when from Ellen, the dancer,
mm,
when he had, I, I just till this day, right now on January 2nd, I still can't believe it. It feels like a dream.
uh,
But I immediately, when I heard that news, because at first I didn't believe it, I was still laying in bed. I was scrolling through social media like I usually do. When I first came across, I was like, this is fake. Why would people do this? Because a lot of people like to do this all the time with celebrities. Like, why would they do it? Then I kept scrolling down. I was seeing more of it. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So I went to ABC News. They was talking about it. I was like, and I just immediately started crying. It immediately started crying. I never
mm,
met Twitch. I,
mm,
I never met him, you guys, but he had
mm,
he had an impact on all of us. He did. He really did. And on that day, I immediately texted as many people that I know, and I text them this here, and I probably had texted you this too, Andrew, saying, I just wanted to let you know that I love you. I know I don't say it a lot to you and to my
mhm,
family and to my friends, but I do. And I
mhm,
send that to as many people as I can because I want them to know that I know some of my friends, some of my former classmates from high school, we're not in contact no more. But I want them to know that even though we're not in contact with each other no more, that I still care about them. I still love them. It doesn't matter if we hate each other, this or that.
mhm,
I love you
mhm,
guys. I do.
mhm,
And from that day on, again, my life has totally changed about we gotta be present, you guys. We gotta check up on people. We
mhm,
do. So, and I have been doing that a lot since that day that Twitch passed. I just,
mhm,
it's, so again, you guys just check up, just check up because you never know because some people, we only see, on social media, we only see, the good out of people of what they will post on their social media, but they never post, what's truly happening behind the scenes. They just don't. Just like here, for instance, you guys, for example, like once we finish recording, you guys sometimes don't know what's happening in my life that I don't
mhm,
like to share with you guys. Of course, with Andrew, but you guys, we always check up on each other. Okay,
mhm,
we always check up because I feel that if we do that, then for me, that okay. Let me just say this: when people check up on me, that feels like to me that okay, I still matter in this world because you guys know my story. I,
mhm,
because there are some days that still to this day that why am I living? What's the purpose?
mhm,
What is it? I
mhm,
think of that. But if just one person just texts me saying, hey Damian, how you doing? I haven't heard from you about this and that. Oh my gosh, I feel seen because somebody actually cares about me.
mhm,
And some days I don't feel that. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna just stop right there because we're putting a damper onto this. We're making this sad and stuff. I don't want to do this. So what's next, Andrew?
So next is sorry, I'm like multitasking
Okay,
right
well,
now.
I got this. You carry on.
So
I got this.
we're gonna wrap up. One last thing before we wrap up the show here is a little thing that we like to call is would you rather winter edition. Damian, what did you have us for would you rather?
Alrighty. Would you rather make yourself a cup of hot apple cider
Okay.
or make a cup of delicious hot chocolate slash hot cocoa? Which would you choose?
Apple cider or hot chocolate?
Yes.
Um, see, here's the problem with that. I I
Okay.
I I drink both. But if it's really cold outside, see apple cider,
Okay.
apple cider. If I
All
had to
right.
choose one, apple cider.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to choose one. Yeah. Well, then I'm the opposite then. It's going to be hot chocolate
Mm,
for me. Yeah.
okay.
I need to, you guys don't come for me, but I need to try the hot apple cider. I need to try that one day.
Mm,
But okay. Yeah, I choose the hot chocolate instead.
okay. Okay. All
All
right.
right. What you got?
As as confusion. Not confusion. All right. So, um, have a winter birthday party, but no friends invited, or have a summer party, birthday party with friends,
Okay, you said the winter party with no
but no
friends.
friends invited, or
And
have a summer birthday party with friends.
okay, it would have to be the summer for me
Okay.
because you guys, I can't stand the cold. I can't stand winter. It's beautiful
Gotcha.
though. It's beautiful, the snow stuff. I can't stand being cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stand being hot either into the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna choose the summer uh with the friends. Yeah. So they could come and help celebrate with me. Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because I like people to come celebrate with me sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes I like to celebrate by myself. But in this case, it's gonna be the summer with
Mm.
friends.
Okay. Okay.
You?
I'm a piece. Wow. Cannot talk whatsoever. It has to be the summer. Because number one, I do not like the cold. Me and
No.
do not get along.
Mm-mm.
Um, plus with no friends invited, that'll be boring.
Absolutely.
It'll be boring. So I rather do summer birthday party with friends.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you said, to celebrate with me. I mean, hey,
Oh,
we getting
oh,
celebrating over here. So
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Let me do one more. And this is a good one. So, would you rather have your tongue stuck on a metal pole for an hour? Remember from the Christmas story?
Mm,
If you guys remember that scene there.
mm,
So would you have that or build a snowman for 2 whole hours
mm-hmm.
without the protection of a pair of gloves? This is interesting. What would you choose, Andrew?
So have my tongue stick to a pole
For an hour?
for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
or
build a snowman for
for
two
2 hours.
for 2 hours without the protection of gloves on it. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It is.
Um,
With me, you guys, I'm not gonna choose neither. I'm sorry, no, because with me building a snowman, my hands, ooh, I can't stand the forearm. I would get
and that's
sick.
what I'm thinking
I
too,
would get sick.
because my hands would be cold, would be
Absolutely.
frozen.
I can't even feel it. It's gonna be
Can't feel it.
numb.
Yes.
And then,
And same thing with the tongue too,
yeah,
for an
you,
hour.
yeah, you guys seen what happened on A Christmas Story? I don't want that. Uh-uh.
So
I'm choosing.
if
I'm
there's
choosing.
a neither option, I would
Yeah,
choose neither.
I'm choosing that because
So,
no, absolutely. All right, Andrew, what do you got before we out of time?
all right. So one more, since you're a student and I'm a teacher,
Okay.
have no winter break or no spring break. No winter break or no spring break.
No,
Mm,
no spring break because I have to have my winter break.
mm,
Spend time with family, of course.
mm, mm-hmm,
Yeah, I get
mm-hmm,
the spring break. I get rid of that. But the winter, I have to have that to be able to come home, spend time with family. Since I'm in
mm-hmm,
college, yeah,
mm-hmm.
because I don't want to be stuck, still be at college. You know, no, I want to get home, quality time with friends,
Mm-hmm.
family. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, cool, 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 cool,
What
cool,
about
cool,
you,
cool,
Andrew?
cool, cool.
Which would you choose?
I got to have my winter break. If you take a winter break away from me, I'm going to scream. Okay.
We don't
I
know
need those
that.
2 weeks. Okay. I need those 2 weeks, please. Like I'm begging you, I need those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, versus spring break, you only get a week. That's it. That-
Yeah.
That's not enough time. So I need that winter break, you know. So yeah.
All
All
righty
right.
then.
So that's going to wrap up our show for today. I hope you um I don't know which channel it's going to be on. I mean, which channel? Yeah, this is a TV channel or something. I don't know what YouTube is going to be on, but make sure you
It's going to be
like.
on Damian Talks Education, you guys. So
Yeah, well, there you
yeah,
go.
you stay tuned.
Um, yeah,
Thursdays, you guys. Thursdays,
Thursday,
okay.
Thursday.
My
Yeah.
shows on Fridays. This will be this. You guys, we're doing something different with this. Okay, we're going to do this. Like I said, we're going to try once a month. This will be every Thursdays. So make sure you tune in with us, you guys. Well, not
Yeah.
every
So
Thursday, since we're
yeah,
doing this once a month. It's going to be Thursdays, you guys, once a
yeah,
month. There
yeah.
I go. Got it.
And
I got the
also
wording right.
there's yeah, got the wording right.
Uh-huh.
Also moving on to that, some videos will be on Damian Talks Education, and some will be on fretting about education. So you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. But we will let you know what YouTube channel is going to be on. So
Yeah, so
make
you
sure
guys
you
make sure you follow us on make sure you follow us on our social medias, you guys. At Damian Talks Education on Instagram, so you guys will know.
as well as fretting about education, because again, we will let you know at the beginning. All right, so thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave comments down below if we should continue this. Without further ado, yes, the saying is back. I know I missed that. I'm Andrew Fred of Fred About Education.
And I'm Damian Anderson from Damian Talks Education.
And you're watching the crossover event. We will see y'all next month. for another brand new episode. Have a good Thursday.
Bye.